So this week I'm going to be playing in the LCS and subbing in for Bjergsen. Bjergsen needs to go get his visa in Europe, and we decided for him to leave now instead of later towards the playoffs. Him leaving now is much better for us. Even though our record will take a hit, it means that we'll do better for the playoffs because he'll have more practice.
We chose to play with Reggie instead of any other sub because we already played with him before, and it's like really easy for us to get used to him instead of like someone else. And I think with Reggie on the team, we should be able to compete still.
It'll be hard to ask for a sub from an amateur team when they're trying to get into LCS. 2 weeks, 1-2 weeks is usually a lot of time for them, and we didn't really ask anybody, but Reginald, he was willing to play for us and be like old times.
So while we were looking for mid candidates, we wanted someone who could be dedicated to the game and practice with us full time. Like a lot of people have their own teams and they have to practice or do some online tournament. So what we wanted was someone who was good and someone who could commit full time to us.
Getting any other sub wouldn't really feel right, and they'd be kind of new to the team, and they would be like, there's a lot of people that don't have LAN experience, and even though Reggie hasn't played a lot in like the whole split, and he's been the coach and doing like all the work and stuff, he's still like actually really good in terms of like the NA scene at least.
The team and I decided to use me as a sub for mid lane, mainly because I've been playing mid lane for 3 years. I have a lot of experience. I have really good strategy in the mid lane, and it's a role that I'm very used to. Not only that, but I'm the best fit mainly because I have a lot of LAN experience.
As of right now, I think he's actually pretty strong. Like he isn't as weak as I thought he would be. Like because he hasn't played for like a very long time, but because he played like. We scrimmed with him yesterday and it was looking really good. Like he was playing really well, or he wasn't like doing like, he still did like some pretty big mistakes, but they were like easily fixable. And yeah, I think he's really strong, and I would probably rate him top 4 right now.
Well, Reginald hasn't really been playing recently. I mean, he kind of just stopped playing League professionally, and he just, he's one of those people that tries really, really hard when he's focused on one thing. And that's kind of what happened. He was focused on work, he didn't play League for a long time, and then just recently, because of this this occurrence, he decided, he's gonna play League a lot. He played, a bunch of solo games. He was literally Plat 1 a couple weeks back.
He's basically practiced with us for the last few days now. Like he's been solo queuing the rest of his time, so basically all his time now is completely devoted to League for this week. It's been a little different than having Bjergsen. He actually does a lot of things different. Like he roams, he plays really aggressive.
I think Reggie plays more for the team. Like he will go into suicide if we're gonna win that team fight. Whereas Bjergsen will play passive right to the very end and be the last one standing always. And it kind of like, Reggie has his perks. Like he'll do like early roaming and try to get us ahead, and Bjergsen will just stay in lane, be consistent, and then we'll get objectives out of that. So both styles are pretty good, but they're just different.
He also adds a little bit more to the team in terms of aggressiveness, because he actually is more aggressive than Bjergsen. When they flash and Reggie sees that he can get a kill, he's like, let's kill him. And he'll just go all in, and he won't think about the consequences after, likely. And then after would be like, oh yeah, we probably shouldn't have done that.
So I've been playing with the team for so long now that really I handle most of the strategy for TSM, so they generally look at me in terms of like team comps or really just pointing them in the right direction. As the coach of TSM, I really just try to help them with their individual roles and their gameplay, so I know how they work, I know how they play, so it's really easy for me to fit in. I think my biggest problem really is my mechanics and my champion pool. That's something that I'm gonna have to work on, but overall meshing in with the team has been very easy for me. So I haven't played the game for around 5 months, but I just started again this Monday. I've had 3 good days of solo queue. Overall, I feel like my champion pool is really small, and I need to definitely step up on that matter. I've been playing literally as much as I can. I've been playing 10 to 16 hours every day, really just trying to make my mechanics solid for this weekend. I'm really hoping that I can just hold my own against the other mids. It's going to be very, very difficult, mainly because I just don't have as much time to practice as them. But I feel like because of my knowledge in the mid lane, I think that I can go even.
We've been screaming a lot. We've been screaming about, just about how we usually scream, about 8 hours a day. And we've been screaming the past 3 days. His performance isn't isn't exactly stellar. It's not like, it's not like Bjergsen level, but it's not bad.
Against other teams, we've been noticing the the lack of pressure middle just by a little bit, but he actually still wins his lane like 90% of the time, surprisingly, even though he's never played that much.
So we've only faced a few of the other LCS mid laners. I'm fairly certain that Reggie is at least middle of the pack in terms of mid laners right now. I haven't seen him face some of the stronger ones, so we don't know. But as long as our decision making later is good, I feel that we can make up for the lack of Bjergsen and at least put on a good showing, if not win.
We're going to be playing Dignitas and Cloud9 this weekend. Cloud9 is going to be a very tough match. I think that they have the upper hand in that. I think Dignitas will be a good game. They're going to still be very hard. Scare has definitely upped his gameplay, so it'll be tough for me to win against him.
We're playing versus C9 and Dig this weekend, and it's going to be a tough match. And to beat them, I think we have to just play well as a team and just not do really big mistakes. And hopefully we perform well mechanically.
I would like to thank our sponsors for supporting us. Thank you to Logitech, HyperX, and Alienware. And also thanks to all the fans that supported us. And I really hope that you guys come by and watch our match. I think that would be really fun, even though it's going to be for one weekend that I come back and play. Hopefully we can just pull through.